What's the line that keeps you from dropping a nuke that kills 300,000? What's the line? Like why do we have this idea that it won't accelerate to that when it has in the past? It's just because we only did it once,
right,
in Japan in 1945. Is that what it is?
I agree with your assessment of that danger 100%. That's another reason why I think that we have to help Ukraine stop Putin now, because if he keeps going into Ukraine and then he invades a NATO country and we decide that we've got to go up against him.
Is there any evidence that he would do that? That he would invade a NATO country?
I don't think he'll stop.
You don't think so?
I think, dude, he's been in power for a long time for a leader of Russia. I think that I watched that Tucker Carlson interview, right?
Yeah.
And that history lesson that he delivered at the beginning, that everyone was like, what the fuck is he talking about? And Tucker just looked baffled. I got it. Actually thought I'm getting an insight into Putin's motivations and the way that he sees himself, which is a historic figure. He sees himself as someone who's going to restore a Russian empire. He spends all day in the halls of the Kremlin with portraits of Ivan the Terrible and Catherine the Great, right? And I think that he's seeing himself as not the leader of a free country, certainly, but as someone who's going to restore a Russian empire. So no, I absolutely do not think he will stop with Ukraine. No way. So then if he doesn't, and then he invades a NATO country and we go up against him, man, those documents leaked recently from Russia that were showing what their lines were for when they would start using quote-unquote tactical nukes. And, I think he'd do it. I don't think he will.
What are the lines?
Well, they're whatever. If they started to lose a certain percentage of troops, I can't recall the specifics, but they were shockingly liberal on when they would start to use tactical nukes on the battlefield in Europe. If they started to have certain percentages of battlefield losses. We're not in the current situation, but as they go further.
All right, Shalom, this is Gamal Yala of Great Millstone, Atlanta. I want to give all praises to YAHAWAH, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI, BAHASHAM, Kakwadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone. Shalom to all the Akim that are pushing out this truth and sincerity. It's a quick lesson, and this is going to be entitled, Putin Would Do It. All right, and as you saw on the video, okay, they're discussing, it was Joe Rogan podcast, they're discussing would Putin further advancing into, further try to get, would he further try to get, into Ukraine and take over Ukraine, and they're asking different, they're basically discussing it. And, he's like, well, would he destroy, a big country like that? And, the answer is he would definitely do it, man. All right, Putin would definitely do it. He would definitely use those nukes, all right? Putin is not one to bluff, and, YAHAWASHI Shai made these nuclear weapons to be used, all right? They'll most definitely be used. It won't be a thing of maybe and all right, they might use it. They might, they might stand down. They might just call a truce. No, man, it's definitely, most definitely going to happen. And he also made a good point, which was that Putin will, he wants to be a figure. He wants to restore Russia, and he wants to be a figure of, of Russia, man, restoring Russia. All right, what does that go into? That goes into Ezekiel 37. All right, where it goes into putting hooks into the jaws. Okay. Ezekiel 38. Ezekiel 38:4, it says, and I will turn thee back and put hooks into thy jaws, and I will bring thee forth and all thine army, horses and horsemen, all of them clothed with all sorts of armor. So the Lord putting, because Gog and Magog is Russia. It's talking about Russia. All right, but it says the Lord is going to put turn thee back to what? Back to that old USSR spirit that Russia used to be in, man. All right. And it's beautiful that, you know, this person had said that. The guy was saying that, all right, because that's biblical prophecy, how the Lord wants to turn back, you know, Russia, man. He's turning back Russia into that old spirit, man, you know, being riled up. It says, and I will bring thee forth in all thine army, horses and horsemen, all of them clothed with all sorts of armor, even with a great company with bucklers and shields, all of them handling swords. Okay. All right. And yeah, man, Putin is gonna do the damn thing, man. All right. Let me see. All right. It says this is Joel 2:7. This is talking about the missiles. It says, they shall run like mighty men, they shall climb the wall like men of war, and they shall march everyone on his ways, and they shall not break their ranks. Okay. So those missiles are definitely going to hit, man. You know, when you read up, it says, a fire devoured before them, and behind them a flame burneth. Okay. It says the appearance of them, verse 4, the appearance of them is as the appearance of horses, and as horsemen, so they run. Okay. Talking about the missiles, man, nuclear missiles. Going to be 200 million missiles that's going to hit America. All right. And, you know, they're not going to turn back, man. You know, they're not going to turn back. Let me see where that is. See if I can find it. If not, I'll go to the next precept. Yeah, this is Jeremiah 50:14. Put yourselves in array against Babylon round about. All ye that bend the bow, shoot at her, spare no arrows, for she hath sinned against the Lord. Okay. That wasn't actually what I was looking for, but yeah, those arrows are talking about those nuclear missiles, man, that are going to be aimed at Babylon the Great, which is America in the scriptures. All right. And it talks about how, I'll jump down. It says, verse 29, call together the archers against Babylon, all ye that bend the bow, camp against it round about, let none thereof escape, recompense her according to her work. And that's why the Lord is going to bring this place down, is because it's going to be a great recompense, man, a great payback according to her work. All that she had done, do unto her, for she had been proud against the Lord, against the Holy One of Israel. All right. So that payback is coming, man, to America. But those archers, all right, are basically the countries that are you know, shooting those missiles, man. Those are the countries that are shooting the missiles on America. All right. So it's gonna get real, man. All right. And Putin, the Lord is stirring up Putin and putting him in that mind frame of war. Okay. Okay, the Lord is he's stirring up his heart. Okay. Proverbs 21:1. The king's heart is in the hand of the Lord. As the rivers of water, he turneth it whithersoever he will. So yeah, the Lord is you know, putting Putin in the mind frame of destruction, man. All right. And if there's any question as to will Putin do it, yeah, he will, man. If there's any question as to, oh, will he do it? Will he actually press the button on those missiles? Hell yeah, he will, man. All right. Hell yeah, there should be no question. And the Lord, because it's all biblical prophecy, and the Lord is going to if Putin is not in that mind frame, the Lord is going to put him in that mind frame. Okay? But you could see by his face, even, he has a very austere and serious look, man. All right? He's not a man to really bluff and play around. Okay? And he wants to accomplish, like they said, he wants to accomplish being one of the, being known in history, man. Being up on that wall, being up, as a figurehead of Russia and a leader of Russia. All right? So, that's pretty much the point. I want to end off. Lord, willing you were edified, I want to end off by giving all praise, honor, and glory to YAHAWAH, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI, BAHASHAM, YAHAWAH. Double honors to the elders and apostles, the great millstone. Shalom.